What's up everybody, and welcome to the beautiful game of Risk. I am Logan, aka Laser G, and today we are playing round 2 of the Risk World Championship. And guys, I'm a little nervous about this one. I have never played on these settings before. I tried to set up some practice games, I bought it out, the lobbies took too long to fill up, and long story short, yeah, I have not played basically ever with any of these settings. So if you're a little bit intimidated, trust me, I'm intimidated too. We're going to do our best and try and figure this out together. And it looks like we are in the last position, which I don't love because a lot of times in progressive, you'll see that on turn 7, turn 8, turn 9, one of those rounds, someone will make all of the kills. And we don't love going last, but we're going to do our best. And I will show you the settings real quick. Let's see what red does here. Okay, we don't see what red does. So real quick, look at the settings. We are playing 70% domination. You need to capture 70% of the board to win. On World Conquest map, so it's similar to Classic, but a little bit different. Auto setup, 60-second turn, expert AI, progressive cards, balanced blitz dice. We have fog on and stable portals, guys. As I said, I have never played with portals before. I think I've only ever played this map once, if that, maybe never. And I very rarely play fog, so this is going to be quite new for me. Looks like we've got a couple different positions on the board, which I quite like. So we've got this 5, which is in a connecting territory. I do like this out of the way 3 here that we have in, what is this, Svalbard? Yes, Svalbard. So that's one of the new territories that's on this map relative to Classic. There's also the Falkland Islands here. And let me show you the bonuses real quick. So similar to the Classic map, except South America is a +3 instead of a +2. And then Australia becomes Oceania, +4. Otherwise, it's all the same. And I think what we want to prioritize here is having a lot of vision, number 1, having a lot of different positions on the board, and also being strong on at least one portal. Looks like we control 2 portals right now, which is very good. We are also going to want to hunt red, who comes after us in the trading sequence, and red should also be the weakest player because they set first. So we're going to try and hunt red here and see how much of red we can find. Right now we only see 6 troops of red, which is not ideal. Does look like we have decent vision on purple though, so it might actually make more sense to be targeting purple. Currently are sitting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions on the board, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm counting this 1, really hoping that we don't lose this 1, because if we keep it, I'm definitely adding there. I like playing a 6-position game with fog, I think. Just being as many places as we possibly can and seeing as much of the board as we possibly can. Ooh, I am nervous about this one, guys. So round 1, unfortunately, I had a recording error and could not post round 1, which was especially a bummer because I crushed in round 1. I ended up getting first place. I killed 3 of my opponents, and so that left me with 20 points. And I believe I was tied for 2nd overall in the entire tournament after round 1. So we're doing great. I think we're guaranteed to advance decently far just based on our round 1. But obviously it would be a fantastic, fantastic result if we can get first place again here. Okay, so now we do see a fair amount of blue. Yeah. Okay, I quite like this territory. If you've ever seen me play on the Classic map, I really like Ontario because it's in the middle of North America, but also doesn't block. So I like that a lot, and especially because it's a portal, we want to be very strong there. I do also want to get vision. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I think I want to come this way and see more of Africa and Europe. So I'm going to add at least 2 here. We get a lot of troops as an extra reinforcement, which is quite good. Going to add a couple here just to make sure this doesn't die, I think. At least 1. And then make that a position. I like this a lot. Attack down. And I'm going to bring this 3 onto this 3. So on our next turn, we're going to strengthen the Ontario position. I really like Ontario, and I like the fact that we're controlling 2 portals. Sometimes it's a bit of a risk to control too many of the portals, though, because they are what allow people to go across the map, right? So the portals attack every single other portal in addition to all of the adjacent territories. So Ontario here attacks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 territories, I believe. Pretty wild, right? One territory that attacks 11 others. So we really do want to be strong on Ontario, and we also want to make sure we're not too weak on portals so that there's not a lot of incentive for someone to hit us. The other thing I forgot to mention is that I was able to look at the ranks here, and we are playing against a lot of Grandmasters. If I remember correctly, purple, Marcellus Fuse, is a Grandmaster. Blue is definitely a Grandmaster, a pretty highly ranked Grandmaster at that, Risky Gamble. Black is an intermediate. Let's see, green is an expert, I believe, and then red is also a Grandmaster. So we are playing a game with 3 Grandmasters, and then I was also a Grandmaster until today, at an unfortunate result, but basically 4 Grandmasters in this game. So very, very, very high skill game here. Maybe the highest skill game I've ever played, to be honest. So a little nervous about that, but I actually am quite liking my positioning right now. We really see almost none of black. Okay, so black adds entirely there. Interesting. Sure. Yeah, I mean, actually the nice thing about playing with Grandmasters is they're a little bit more predictable. So we're not seeing novices and beginners and intermediates going really, really aggressively for continents, and then you have to be worried about blocking folks who are trying to take a continent. Right? Everyone's playing a really smart multi-positional game with many, many small positions across the board, which obviously makes it very tricky to make kills and win the game, but also makes the actions a little bit more predictable. And I tend to struggle actually playing against novices because their play is so unpredictable. It's harder to win consistently, I think. So as far as who we see the most of, I think it does make sense for us to be targeting purple here because we see a lot of purple. Okay, so blue is there. I was considering making that attack. I think I want my Ontario stack to be fully open. But let's think about this. Maybe we move off of this portal, actually, because I don't really want that portal to get hit. I definitely want this to be a little stronger, so let's make this a 5. And then I think I do want to move off of this portal, actually, just to get some more vision. So let's just see who's over here, and then I think we actually are going to move back onto the portal, depending on who's there. Okay, so this is like a lot of red. And remember when I said we were hunting red? This is very interesting how much of red that we see now. So this is 12, 16, 18 of red that we see. So we see a lot of red from here. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to move back onto the portal. I don't think anyone's going to hit the 4 yet. But that was very good for us in terms of vision. And I think on the next turn, we might want to attack this way, actually, so we can see Japan, Kamchatka, some of these territories. You'll notice that I'm playing with a lot more positions than I normally do. So normally I play something like a 3-position game on the classic map, sometimes even like a 2-position game. I think with Fog in these exact settings with so many Grandmasters, you basically have to have at least 5 positions. And currently we have 6 positions, which I feel like is probably ideal. As I said, I've really never played these settings before, so I can't tell you with confidence. But based on seeing some other Grandmasters like the Kill Pete strategy, and based on just the common sense, right, of playing with really good players who know how to make kills, I think playing with 6 positions does serve to really protect us. And it doesn't really stop us from making kills ourselves, right? Just the fact that we have a 5 somewhere, it's not really going to take away from having a big stack later in the game once we trade in. We can still have, a 45-50 stack to go punch and make kills. And the fact that we're in so many places doesn't really impact our ability to do that and make kills ourselves. So that's the current theory, at least. Could easily be wrong. And guys, let me know in the comments if you see me making mistakes, if you feel like I have done something that isn't quite optimal. I'm very much open to feedback. As I said, these are quite new settings for me. So would love your opinions in the comments. If you're enjoying this video, please do remember to subscribe. I'm going for 1,000 subs. That's the key threshold for YouTube that allows me to monetize this thing and make the many, many hours I spend doing this actually worthwhile. So if you haven't subbed yet, I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you again for all of the support. We are going to do our very, very best to place highly in this tournament. Maybe we can win it and take the World Championship. That would be very cool. This is my first ever Risk tournament, so having a great time and really enjoying it either way. We see black hitting a red 2, which is interesting. As I said, black is an intermediate. They're the lowest rated player in the game, so it makes sense that we see them hit a 2. But we want to be a little bit careful around black. And it does look like we have a couple stacks adjacent to black in a few different places. So want to keep an eye on that. I don't think they're going to hit a 3, but we'll see. My 3 in Svalbard is basically trapped here. So this territory is not really doing a lot of good for me. I don't think I'm going to add to it. I think I'm going to let myself be kill guarded there. So that stack is going to be more like a defensive stack, right? That makes it harder to kill me. I do really like this stack in Brazil. I kind of want to hit into North Africa just to see what's going on over here. And then maybe I move back, actually. I also do like the idea of attacking into China, and I think I might just do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Don't think anyone hits this 4. Okay, let's do this, and let's attack into China and figure out what's going on over here. Okay, so we see a lot of blue over here. Ooh, China's a really nice territory. I think I'm going to stick around in China, actually. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so we are going to stay in China. I don't mind giving up the portal because I have my big stack in Ontario. And actually, in some ways, I would rather other people hold the portals just because that makes my portal stack a little bit more open. So I'm fine with that China stack. We see a lot of territories from here. Also quite important when you're playing with fog to think about how many troops your opponents are likely to have. So I have, ooh, where's that going? Okay, don't hit me there. Wow. Oops. Wow, okay, we lose the 3 in Svalbard. Very interesting. Very, very surprising attack from red. As I said, red is a Grandmaster, so I'm very surprised that they hit that and they laugh. So maybe they're just doing that for shits and giggles and they don't care, but bizarre attack from red. Guess good for them, but pretty frustrating for us. Maybe red is thinking along the same lines that I was thinking, that it makes sense for me to be targeting them and they don't want me to be near them. But I still feel like that's kind of questionable to hit a 3 there. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think that was a smart move by red. Kind of regretting not adding there now, because now we're only in 5 positions. Get a well played. Didn't see that move. Red's upset. So it seems like green maybe hit some of red somewhere. Yeah, red's very, very unhappy. Okay. So red kind of giving a tell. Okay, that's pretty annoying. But yeah, curious what red just lost there, if anything. There's no way red is going for Europe, right? Okay, green's mad or green's making fun of red. Yeah, okay, they're making fun of each other. Cool. All right, well, that's unfortunate that we lose that 3. So, as I said, important to keep track of how many territories black checks to see if red has Europe, maybe. Important to keep track of how many territories you think your opponents have. So we lost a 3 stack. Okay, red's being kind of annoying. I might have to block their emotes in a second. Maybe they are holding Europe? That would be a crazy, crazy play if they were trying to hold Europe here. There's no way a GM would try and do that, right? There's no way. So we lost 3 troops. I think otherwise we've gotten perfect dice. And remember that we got 3 extra troops by virtue of going last. So it's kind of useful to use that as a guide, use how many troops we have as a guide when we're counting our opponents. And as I said, I think that we're targeting blue here potentially, as well as potentially purple. Probably purple actually, just because of the way the turn sequencing is going. So let's see how much of purple that we see here. We see 7 troops, right? 7 this way. 11 plus 5 is 16. 25. Yeah, so we see basically all of purple. Maybe they have one other position somewhere. I think I want to attack this territory from China. Make sure I'm strong on the portal. And then I'll add 1 there too. So let's see what's going on over here. We haven't seen these territories yet. Okay, not too much interesting is happening. This is black and this is green, but they're both 1s. So I think now we do move back to China. I like China. It's sort of in the middle of Asia, right? It's going to allow us to make a lot of different attacks later in the game. I don't mind my positioning now. Obviously, it would be much better if red hadn't hit my 3. But still sitting with, what is this, 4 5s and a 7. Not terrible. And we are very, very spread out on the board. And I think we've got quite good vision on purple. Okay, purple does have a really scary 8 right there, and they make 2 attacks on their turn, potentially for vision. Yeah, I like that play from purple, actually. Purple's probably moving away from us, I think, is what's going on. Yeah, I think they're probably moving away from us, maybe. I think blue is probably our best opponent. But as I said, 3 other Grandmasters in this game. The other thing I don't really like is how closed our Madagascar stack is, right? We can only attack 2 territories, so we're basically being kill guarded here, which means I don't think I want to add too much to this position. And this 5 is also somewhat locked, so I don't think anyone's going to hit these 2 5s. But I also don't think it's worth prioritizing adding very much there. I think on my next turn, I want to hit this 1 in India, just to see who's on the Middle East. And then I think I probably retreat back to China, and I think I want a lot on the portal. So that's probably how I'm going to play this. This is an interesting map. The other thing is that we're playing 70% domination, right? So there's an argument for, like, don't even think about the kills. But I do feel like it's a lot easier to win on 70% if you make at least 1 kill, if not more. And then you also get a higher score. So we're kind of mainly thinking about making kills. And then after we make the kill, it should be a lot easier to get the 70% of the board that we need to win. Okay, so how much of blue do we see? We assume that blue has about as many troops as me, right? Because they went before me, but they also lost to 3. So we see 5, 10, 13, 23, 27 of blue. So we might actually see all of blue. Yeah, we might actually see all of blue here. Very interesting. And then we know that there's a purple stack here, and otherwise I think I might see all of purple. So I am going to make that India attack that I talked about. Just going to add 1 here. And then probably move back to China, actually. Could also move back to the portal. But I like having access to blue in these different directions. Okay, like that. Let's go ahead and attack India. Hope we don't lose a troop. We do lose a troop. We see some of red, which is what we expected. Really don't like losing a troop there. Yeah, I think we move back to China, because we're not really hunting red. Yeah, okay. Red doesn't hold Europe, thank God. If red holds Europe for even 1 turn, it's very, very, very bad news. because with so many Grandmasters, that +5 actually could make quite a difference. But I don't think they're going for Europe. They get the small set. Like I said, we are going to get the biggest trade, but the downside is that we go last, and I don't really like that trade, to be honest. I would much rather go third or fourth. I think those are probably the best positions to be. Going last with this many Grandmasters might mean that we actually don't get to trade in again. Purple adding very, very quickly. See if we have any +2s. I haven't really been focused on it here. Looks like we don't. Oh, no, we do. Okay, cool. We have a +2. It's quite good. Are we actually going to get to trade that in, though? Yeah, it looks like we are. So we trade in New Zealand, Kamchatka, potentially. Yeah, New Zealand, Kamchatka, and Scandinavia, I think. Ooh, there's another open portal here now. Interesting. Okay, this is when the game gets very tricky. I think this game is probably going to be over in like 10 minutes. Yeah, I can tell we're playing with some really, really good opponents. Everyone playing a very strong game so far based on what I can see. Only somewhat questionable move I've seen so far is red hitting my 3. And even that could be a very high-level strategy. That I am kind of too dumb to understand, right? Maybe I'm not good enough yet to understand why red did that. They were just worried about me targeting them. But other than that, everything has made a lot of sense to me. Okay, black sets gets the 10. I do like the idea of targeting purple here. I think targeting purple is a very, very strong play. And I think I see most of purple, right? Because purple got the 6th trade. So purple probably now has 30, purple almost certainly has 35 to 40 troops. Wow, black hits a 7 of purple. Purple laughs, okay, and they hit an 8 of mine. What is happening? That is very upsetting. I don't understand what's going on. Pretty devastating turn of events here from black. Hitting my 8 on my key territory of Ontario was extremely unexpected. Extremely unexpected and quite bad for me. That is extremely bad for me. That was my most important territory in the game. And black seemingly hit that for no reason. I don't know that black is weak enough to kill, and I'm not really lined up on them. Very tricky. I think we're still targeting purple, especially now that black weakened them. And I know that purple is here, I believe, in Egypt. I'm pretty sure purple's either in Egypt or Southern Europe. I see this 11 of purple. I see them here, and I know there's a couple 1s here in North America, and so we can access that via this portal. Question is how we get here. Is blue going to go for the purple kill? Interesting. Okay. We need to be on this portal, I think. Okay, very interesting. Black's crazy move has completely shaken the game up. I think now we're targeting purple explicitly here. And I think I'm going to make a huge puncher. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Hit purple here. This is going to give us a lot more vision. Yeah. Okay. Fine with this. Not ideal, right? That black hit on Ontario was really, really devastating for us, as I said. That was like the worst position we could have possibly lost. We've now lost 2 positions for almost no reason. I really don't understand that. But we're not in a terrible position here. Do I have a set on 3? I don't. Okay, that's unfortunate. could have definitely used the set on 3 to kill purple, but we actually might have enough to kill purple regardless. No, I don't think so, right? Because they have this territory somewhere over here, so I don't think we're actually strong enough to kill purple, unfortunately. We may not survive. Yeah, we may not survive to the next sequence. See if we see a kill attempt. Okay, purple checks out what's going on over there, maybe? Interesting attack from purple. They're on 4. Hopefully we see black fail the purple kill. Black is the real wild card here, because black is the only one of our opponents who's not really good. As far as we know, right? Is green going for the black kill? Don't think so. No. Okay, what does black do here? Please don't hit my 16 for no reason. I forget who was here is the problem in Oceania, but I think red is holding most of Europe. Question is whether I go for the black kill, but I don't think I know enough about the board to do that with confidence. Okay, we knew black was in North America. I really wish I had a set on 3. I think I could make a lot of kills with a set right here. I like this kill guard that I have on black, though. I think I want to figure out what's in the Middle East here. Yeah, I think the Middle East gives me a lot of good vision. Hopefully blue doesn't block me from doing that. And then I think we're lining up on blue, potentially. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to get to trade in again. Okay. Blue hits down. So we know that blue is here, but who is here? Maybe we attack in Japan, because Japan would also give me a lot of vision, right, of Hawaii and whatever this territory is, the Philippines. I think we have to assume that purple's going to set. I think everyone's going to set, right? I think we're just fucked here. And I don't think we have enough for the black kill, unfortunately. Let's do this and figure out who's here. Okay, that's a black 4. I don't really want to be next to black, though. This does put me pretty out of the way, on the other hand. Yeah, let's try and do this, I think. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Could also be lined up on blue. I think we line up here, just so we're a little more out of the way, too, and we're lined up on black in case they don't have a set, but I think this turn order is pretty devastating for us. I think this many Grandmasters, all on 4 cards, and all probably trading in, means we're dead here. And I think black hitting our 8 in Ontario cost us enough troops and enough vision of the board where we couldn't have made a kill with no set. Looks like red might be going for the black kill here. Yeah, it looks like they're going for the black kill. Yep. Okay, I think red wins now. That's just pure turn order thing, right? That's just purely a turn order thing. You don't think there's anything we could have done about that? We didn't have enough troops to confidently kill anyone. Let me know in the comments how I could have played this differently. I think there's almost no chance I win now. Ooh, they don't get the black kill. Interesting. Okay, so purple gets the black kill and purple wins now. Does purple see all of black? Black blowing some bubblegum. Okay, they get that roll. Lucky for them. They get the black Yeah, okay, so purple gets black. Okay, bad kill attempt from red. Good kill from black. Who's next? Am I next? I'm gonna say well played. Okay, looks like red is next. Okay, they hit my 6 in order to kill red. Hopefully they fail it. No, they don't. They kill red. Okay, so purple wins now. At least we don't get last or 5th. I mean, silver lining, I guess. But yeah, I mean, purple just snaps into action, and we knew that purple was a very, very good Grandmaster here. Are they going for another kill or the 70? I think they have the 70% if they go for that. Looks like they're going for either red or the 70. But I think they have the 70% if they go for it right now. Yeah, I think they have it. Yep, good game. They got it. All right, well played to purple. Yep. All right, well, GG. That was an interesting game. Can't say these are my favorite settings, but let me know in the comments if you like these settings, if you feel like I played something wrong, if you would have done anything differently than me. I got to say, I honestly just feel like that was pure turn order there at the end. Like, I really don't know how I could have played this game dramatically differently than I did. And I think going last with this many Grandmasters is basically GG, right? It's very difficult unless you have the set on 3 or someone feeds you a kill. And even with the set on 3, it's really hard, right? Because the set, like, once you kill someone on 3, you're probably not going to set in. So it's just so difficult in a game with this many GMs. We know that purple was a Grandmaster, red was a Grandmaster, and blue is a highly rated Grandmaster. Yeah, I'll be friends with you, mister. Just talking about you. And might as well make some more friends here while we're at it. But yeah, I think just going last there and then having black hit us, that was pretty much game over for us. But it was a very, very, very good game from purple. Very impressed with purple's game. If you made it this far, please do subscribe to the channel. I'd really, really appreciate it. Give this video a like, and I will see you next time.